Let's talk about Ronny Mauricio. Ronny Mauricio, of course, was the Mets' top prospect a couple years back. He got a cup of coffee and a call up in 2023. And then that winter in the Dominican League, tore his ACL, had reconstructive surgery. It was a bad injury. Then last August, had another surgery to clean up scar tissue in the knee. But now Ronny Mauricio rehabbing that knee. He has been in the minor leagues. Remember, he did not get into game action in spring training, just did fielding drills and light running in the backfields while everybody else was participating in Grapefruit League games. Ronny Mauricio is 6 games in to his rehab stint. Mauricio was in Single A St. Lucie. He played 6 games there. And now this weekend, he'll be reporting to Double A Binghamton to continue his rehab. Now, here's my thing on Ronny Mauricio. I like Ronny Mauricio, switch hitting shortstop, young kid, explosive base runner. And this may rub some folks the wrong way. And again, disclaimer, I like Ronny Mauricio. But I personally think that we should trade Ronny Mauricio. I'll tell you why. Number one, the Mets are in desperate need of bullpen help, especially with the recent injuries to Danny Young and AJ Minter, both out for the year. I know we signed Hennessy Cabrera, but Cabrera I don't see as a long-term option. Brooks Raley was signed. He was with us last season, had Tommy John. He was signed and immediately placed on the injured list to rehab, to continue to rehab from the Tommy John. So we don't know how good he will or will not be for us. But here's the thing. Ronny Mauricio does not fit in anywhere on the current team. As long as we have Francisco Lindor, there's no spot for Mauricio at his given position, shortstop. Mauricio could also play second base, but with the way Luis Angel Acuna has been playing, you cannot plug Mauricio there. Then there's third base. I don't foresee Mark Vientos giving up third base at all. 3 positions that Mauricio plays. There's nowhere to put him. So my suggestion, and a couple of days ago on the Metropolitan Report short, I said that Brett Baty needs to go in a package for a reliever. I would include Mauricio in that package for that reliever. Baty, Mauricio, and one other prospect, and go get some bullpen help. Because Mauricio, as great as he is, you're not going to call him up just to be a pinch runner. Granted, that's what other guys on the team like Jose Azocar are good for. Speed. And then also, granted, they said that he still has the same explosivity that he had pre-injury, but that's at the minor league level. We don't know how he's going to look in live game situations in the majors. I would get something for Ronny Mauricio while I still can sooner than later. If he turns out to be a Hall of Fame caliber player or a megastar, that's just the risk we're going to take. The Mets got to try to win. There are no real viable options for relief pitching on the free agency market right now. The Mets are going to have to make a move at the deadline. I would go and package Brett Baty with Ronny Mauricio and another prospect and send them on their way to wherever they could get a reliever from. Mauricio is still young. He has upside. Mauricio is only 24 years old. He's still very young. He can have a long career despite this injury, but there's just nowhere for him to fit in. Again, Acuna has looked really good so far this season. Lindor at shortstop, so he's never going to relinquish that position. And I just realistically don't see the Mets moving away from Vientos at third. So I like Mauricio. It's very encouraging that he's progressing well in his rehab. Very encouraging sign that his base running has not been affected, but time to cut bait. And the injury cost him his spot on the roster. Because remember, the Mets don't acquire Luis Angel Acuna a couple seasons ago. Mauricio didn't go down. And then Acuna played so well, you couldn't deny him a roster spot. So, again, very encouraging. Now, I do think that Mauricio will come up before the trade deadline. If he does get another cup of coffee with the Mets, that's a showcase for him to show these other teams what he can do. Because I'm pretty sure that some rebuilding team out there, Colorado, uh, Los Angeles Angels, Anaheim. Oh man, uh, Tampa Bay Rays. I'm sure somebody's got a shortstop spot or a second baseman spot for Ronny Mauricio there. And again, I like Mauricio. The kid showed that he can drive the ball the opposite way in the outfield in the time that he was in Flushing 2 seasons ago. But um, again, I want him to make a full recovery, but that would be my contingency plan if I'm David Stearns. If I'm going to go try to get bullpen help at the deadline, I'm going to shop Ronny Mauricio.